Hello dear all, hello super family. This is Super Chat with Mr.'s final episode. Tonight I'm honored to be joined here by Mr. Cameroon,
Hi.
Mr. Canada,
Hello.
Mr. Cuba,
Hello, Ivan.
Mr. Malaysia,
Hi, Ivan.
and Mr. South Africa.
Hi.
You guys will have to answer three identical questions that our expert Alvin came up with, so we want to thank Alvin for these brilliant questions. You will then have an option to vote for your favorite candidate in the SUPRA app. Check out the description box below the video to help them advance to the top of the Mr. Supranational 2023 experience. So, guys, if you're ready, good luck and let's go. Mr. Supranational Cameron Daniel, how do you define success in your own life and what steps are you taking to achieve it?
Um, Success to me is a long way of struggle. I don't have a kind of lifelong dream. I take life how it's come. I mean, for me especially, I grew up in Cameroon, and as I already told you in one of my video, my family was not the richest family in the city, so it was quite difficult to make wide dreams, And then I was that guy who just take life as was coming. So success for me, it is foresee a goal in short term, not in long term. Like I always been like that. Like uh, before becoming a lawyer, because I'm a lawyer in 1 year time by now, and before becoming a lawyer, I started with my bachelor degree. I knew that I was going to make 3 years of study before going to the master degree, And my dream at that time was not to be a lawyer in Fine. I just wanted to reach first my bachelor degree, and then I will see, because I don't make long term plans, because just I guess it's because of my background. So that's success will come after, and just history will relate what I've been doing all those years ago.
Thank you, Daniel. Mr. Supranational Canada Lose, how do you define success in your life and what steps are you taking to achieve it?
Success is something that is closely related to each individual. So I think that it's impossible to come up with a definition that matches everyone. However, for me, I will define success as fulfillment. So whenever you are in a place in your life, whether it is with your surroundings, whether it's with your profession, that you feel accomplished, for me, that is the real definition of success. Currently, I'm focusing on following my dreams, taking risks, and making sure that whatever I'm doing, I am always in a place where I am of service and that I feel like I have an impact on the people around me. That's why I'm joining Mr. Supranational, of course.
And you're always welcome here. Thank you, Luz. Richard, Mr. Supranational Cuba, how do you define success in your life and what steps are you taking to achieve it?
For me, success means achieving our goals. Success can be defined differently depending on the point of view of each individual. And I believe that as far as you feel happy with what you're doing and achieving your goals, that will be successful for yourself. As of right now, I am actually feeling amazing and successful as I'm right now competing actually in one of the most important male competitions around the world, which is supranational, and this is something that has been on top of my list for the last few years.
Thank you, great answer. Daniel, here comes your first question in this final episode. How do you
Okay.
define success in your own life and what steps are you taking to achieve it?
I define success by giving back to the community because I believe that we are all so focused in our life and our goals, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to what we give back. And how I want to give back to the community is by starting with two ways. Number one, which is very important, which I want to be a great role model for the entire world to look up to. Because in this generation, I feel like we need real good superheroes for people to follow. And I really want to be that person just by promoting good values and ambitious goals so that other people can believe that, you know what, no matter what goals or dreams that it may be impossible to achieve, as long as you believe it, you can achieve it. And my last thing I would like to give back to the community is I want to really help my ground up project, which is stopping child marriage. And I believe it's a very serious situation in Malaysia, especially in the east side. So I promise with Mr. Supranational's platform and my platform, together we can work to really put an end to this child marriage. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Mr. Supranational South Africa, Tylo, how do you define success in your life, and what steps are you taking to achieve it?
So, how I define success is being yourself and every day trying to improve on yourself. So, being better today than being yesterday, even if that's by 2%, just be better than what you were yesterday. So, the steps I'm taking towards that is, like I said, just making sure that I am better than the day before. So, I constantly look at what I want the outcome to be for tomorrow. And then I work on that outcome to ensure that I do get it. And then I go on so forth.
Great definition. Thank you, Tyler. Daniel, Mr. Supranational Cameron, name a time when your actions have positively impacted the lives of others.
I'm sorry to bring up the same story every time, but no, it is the achievement of my life, and I'm pretty happy about it. But when I had my bar exam, I had my little sibling. It's not really my sibling. Like no, in Africa we have that kind of really wide sense of family. Like your cousin is your sibling. You are the child of your auntie is your little brother. So all my cousins are like they're home. They're home with my mother. So my mother does not make difference between us. So when I had my bar degree, my bar exam, I had my little brother who called me and said, "Man, you know what? I was about to give up my life because I had my secondary school degree for 2 years now, and I just struggled to find a job. I didn't want to move forward with my studies. But now that I see how you manage to keep up with your dreams, I guess I'm just obliged to show you a path, and that was quite. It made me happy because I have some impact on people. It may not be people outside of our family or a wide range of people around the world, but I believe that impact come with small thing like that. Touching your sibling first, and then you can go to the world after.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Louis, Mr. Supranational Canada, name a time when your actions have positively impacted the lives of others.
So for me personally, something that I started doing during the pandemic in 2020. So there is this organism in Montreal, Canada, where I live, that pretty much they give out food and supplies. They also have like furniture and clothes for people of the community that needed it the most during the pandemic. I started volunteering with them and working hand in hand with them. And initially, I didn't know so much what I was getting myself into, but quickly I realized that just your actions and the things that you give back to the community can have a huge impact on their lives. So sometimes something as simple as just giving back your time can really make a big difference for other people around you.
Very true. Thanks for your answer. Mr. Supranational Cuba, Richard, your turn to answer today's second question. Name a time when your actions have positively impacted the lives of others.
Definitely, right now, this is the moment for me to talk about my ground project, which I'm very proud of what's going on and how it's been advancing. Definitely, I feel like the ground project with helping with the children's achieve their knowledge and get more knowledge about financial situation around their environments is helping, is giving me that push up in the front.
Thank you. Daniel, your turn to answer today's second question from Alvin. Name a time when your actions have positively impacted the lives of others.
I think the best time for me is whenever I do the things that I want to do. Like when I decided that I want to become a pageant, I really show that I really inspired so many people until today, because I believe pageant is not just about good looks or amazing bodies. I really just want to show that pageant is truly a platform for people to showcase their true personality to the world. So I just want to show the world that, you know what, you can be yourself, but if you're confidently you and you believe in yourself, this is what will happen. And so far, I've really inspired a lot of Malaysians, and I want to continue doing it through SUPRA National 2023, and hopefully I make a big impact.
Thank you. Mr. Supranational South Africa, your turn to answer our second question. Name a time when your actions have positively impacted the lives of others.
So the time when my actions positively influenced somebody else was when I did my so I grew up English, and then I had to go to an Afrikaans high school. So I all of a sudden had to learn a whole new language. So it was kind of very difficult, but I powered through, and I actually got to be in the top 5 of my class throughout all my years. So that really inspired other people that were also English to actually go and study in Afrikaans, and they came to me for advice, and I actually took them in and tutored them so that they can also actually achieve what they want to achieve in this new language.
Wow, impressive. Thank you, Tyler. Daniel, Mr. Supranational Cameroon. Can parents demand children to take care of them when they are old and unable to take care of themselves?
I don't think it should be a demand. I see the thing like an obligation, because your parents took care of you when you were a child, when you were just a child, and it's not in return. You must take care of them when they are getting old, because they have no wages anymore. They have no funds, so you have to become a man to take care of your family, and your family is not just your wife or your children, or it is also your mom, your dad. And it is the same system everywhere. Like in France, when you finish the work, when you leave, the younger are giving to the social funds elders. It's the same system everywhere, I think, except in the United States. So yes, we have. It is not a demand that parents should ask the child, but it's kind of obligation for me.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. Mr. Supranational Canada Lewis, now it's your turn to answer this question. Can parents demand children to take care of them when they are old and unable to take care of themselves?
This is a good conversation that I feel like right now is very relevant in our societies. I personally believe that every person within a family has a role. For example, growing up in Cuba, my parents will go to work while my grandparents will sometimes take care of us at home. I don't think that a parent can demand from a child to take care of them, because everyone's situation is different, and perhaps you might not be able to take care financially of your parents. However, I do encourage everyone to have those conversations within their families and try to find a healthy balance that works for everyone and that still brings everyone within the familiar nuclear together.
Thank you. Great answer. Mr. Supranational Cuba, Richard, your question number 3. Can parents demand children to take care of them when they are old and unable to take care of themselves?
I believe that our parents are always gonna try to not demand. I wouldn't say demand, but try to like guide us to the best way through our life, depending on whatever situation is going on. And I don't believe that demanding, but there is probably a family oriented situation that could be guide for the children or for the adults when they're unable to take care of themselves or take care of themselves.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Richard. And now we have Mr. Supranational Malaysia, Daniel. Can parents demand children to take care of them when they're old and unable to take care of themselves?
The answer is 110% yes. I believe that our parents has always been taking care of us since we are young, and they are really great role models for us to look up to. So as a responsibility of a children, we have always be obligated to help and take care of our parents. So no matter what the situation is, as long as you truly love your parents, you should always take care of them. Even and my plan is when my parents retire, I will always let them stay with me because I want to take care of them and I want to just spend anything on their life because what they did for me, I want to do for them back.
Thank you, Daniel. Very wise answer. Mr. Supranational South Africa, Tylo. Can parents demand children to take care of them when they're old and unable to take care of themselves?
I wouldn't say demand is kind of a strong word, but I would say the way that your parents kind of bring you up and just the kind of love and care and kindness that you have towards one another, you would feel kind of obligated, or not obligated, but you would feel the need to actually help them because they've helped you throughout your whole life. So it wouldn't be something where you would say, and now I need to do this. But when that time comes, you actually feel like, hey, I want to do this. I need to help them because they helped me throughout all my life.
Great answer. Thank you, Tylo. Thank you very much, guys, for your brilliant answers. Let me just again remind our audience that you can help your favorite candidates advance to the top of Mr. Supranational 2023 experience. Check out the description box below this video and vote for a favorite in the SUPRA app. That's it for now. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.